All right, folks, welcome back to Broader Financial Future. And today I'm going to talk about an important topic is what you need to know before you start investing. But before we get started, make sure you smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I'll talk all things finance, specifically index funds, ETFs, dividends, and more. And don't forget to hit that like button. All right, enough with the boring stuff. Let's get right into today's video. So, the most important thing to do before you start investing is to save. Yes, boring savings, right? And let's talk about that real quick. The Federal Reserve reports that 36% of Americans don't have enough money on hand to cover a $400 emergency. If you fit this bill, let us know below. Or if you don't, that's fine too. Now, every adult should have enough money in savings to cover a minimum of 3 months of essential living expenses. Ideally, every adult should have 6 months of worth. That means some people still have to work, all right? So, what this essentially mean, right? We're talking about the stock market going up and down, should you buy and sell, blase, 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 blah. The reality is if you don't have $400 in savings, right? Your car breaks down. Say you have $400 in an ETF or the stock market, right? And you really believe in, let's say a particular stock. You put $400 into, say, Netflix for the sake of this conversation. You put $400 in Netflix. You believe Netflix is a buy. You gotta say at like 160 when it was down. You believe it's gonna go to $300, right? But you have an emergency. Now you need that money back. So if Netflix go under, say 160 at the time that you need to buy it or sell it, you could potentially lose money or the opportunity to make money as well. Money that you have in the stock market, I look at it as money that I don't need because I don't want to be forced to sell when I don't have to, right? As you can see, stocks goes up and down. I want to sell when I want to sell. Now, it's important to have a little bit of a buffer. That's why $400 is just a starting point, right? We're all in different areas in our life when it comes to finance, but that $400 is a nice starting point, and then from there, build up 2 or 3 months savings, build up to 6 months. Because at the end of the day, life happens. We don't know if an emergency is going to hit. We don't know what our job situation is going to look like. And the worst thing you want to do is start selling your assets at the wrong time. Because especially, you hate to say, for example, buy a stock at one price and have to sell it at a loss and have it go up and reach that goal that you wanted to reach. So that's how I look at it. That's why I think saving's so important. I know a lot of people like to say, well, cash is trash. Well, regardless of how people think of the dollar, people want a dollar. At the end of the day, don't let people fool you. Make it seem like a dollar is worthless because people still want those greens. So make sure as you invest, as you build your finances up, start building your savings account. Start with $400 if you're new. You know what I mean? Just to have that buffer. And as you're able to progress, get to 3 months, get to 6 months. That way you'll have a little bit more peace of mind if anything happens in life. Because as we all know, anything can happen. So it's always good to have a little bit of a buffer. And then I look at investing personally as something extra, right? When the market goes up and down, I lived through two market crashes. The 2020 market crash, which was super devastating for me, especially in March. You didn't know what was going to happen. In the Bitcoin crash, I think of 2018, like the market was just looking really, really good in the crash. And, now when it comes to crypto, it went back up. Stock market went back up. Right now, we're seeing some turbulence. It's not as bad as it was for, Bitcoin is still higher than it was in 2018, but you have to kind of live through those lean years. If I had to sell, I would have had to sell at a loss, and I would have been extremely upset. Uh, But that's the power of being able to hold through a storm. And that's overall my thoughts. I think everybody should have. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a person on YouTube sharing my opinion about the financial world. All right, folks. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know, do you have at least $400 saved in your bank account? If not, why not? Or if you plan to after watching this video. Till next time, peace.